Live from downtown, man. We got my boy 3Z on the camera. What's good, bro?
What's up, Cash?
Welcome.
Shout out KashCutProductions. It's 3Z Careless Gang. You already know what it is, man. What's poppin'? We
What's
downtown
up, man?
San Antonio. You know what it is. My home and shit. You know, I don't live too far. I didn't grow up too far from here, you know. So I feel at home.
All right. Speaking of your home, bro. You know, there's been rumors that you've been that nigga in the city a couple years ago. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I would say that I'm still the nigga in the city, man. It's just that I need to prove it more. You know, but thank you to the people that feel like that and that would say that about me. That means a lot. That means I've done right, and everything that I'm doing is for a reason. Man, I appreciate my fans, man. All the feedback, even if it's negative, I appreciate it because, you know, it's coming from somewhere. It's really coming from love. All hate stems from love. So I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, and you were also formerly known as B3 the Heartthrob.
I used to be B3 the Heartthrob. That was my first rap name. But, you know, I've shied away from that for reasons that, you know, it's a little deeper than I really want to get into. But I still kept the 3, and I just added the XXZY, so I go by 3Z if you didn't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, I'm still B3 though, you know what I mean? For the people that still call me that, you know, I answer to that. I've heard it so many times, so.
All right, bro. So, you know, it's been the rumor that, you know, you've been that nigga in the city for a few years, okay? But, you know, then people said, you know, you fell off a little bit. Like,
right.
How would you react to that? You know, you fell off. They say you just left the city and shit.
Yeah, I mean, people could say that, but the thing is, my music's never went and turned into some whack shit. So they do have a point. I did leave the city, but, you know, I went to a bigger city, into a bigger market with bigger sharks. So that only made me better, and now I'm back. So I would just tell the people who feel like that, you know, if you're an artist and a musician and you feel like you was doing something while I was away, I hope you accomplished it, because I'm back now and I'm ready to take back everything that I own. You know what I mean? I own this shit. This is my city. And niggas don't really want it on the mic. Niggas know what time it is, man. That's why a lot of niggas shy away from getting on tracks with me, because you know I'm a killer. It's not because I'm whack. You can listen to my SoundCloud and my YouTube and see people view me for a reason. I got 1 million views before I was 20 for a reason. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of these niggas that's coming up now, a lot of y'all niggas grew up listening to my shit, bro. So let's be 100. And we was probably the same age. So that should tell you something about me. Yeah,
and you also played on the radio too, right?
I've been on the radio here in San Antonio, yeah. And I'm about to be on the radio everywhere, you know what I'm saying? My music is on fire right now. So if you're not up in tune with what I'm doing, go check me out, YouTube 3Z. My SoundCloud, Careless Gang Empire, just search 3Z. I mean, you can hear for yourself. The growth is there. And you'll see why I went to LA, man. I felt like if I stayed in San Antonio, and I never really told anybody this, man. I felt if I stayed in San Antonio, I would have became stagnant. I would have became like everybody else that came from this city. But I moved to a bigger market with bigger sharks so that I could get better. And a lot of people won't understand that, because you may look at it as like, oh, you had it all here, why did you move? But I mean, I didn't want that success to be limited. I wanted bigger success, and that's what I'm gonna eventually have. So, you know.
Okay, so you made some connects out in LA?
Hell yeah, I made major connects, and you know, LA's my second home, man. A lot of these niggas y'all see on TV, I really know these niggas. You know, I went to school with these niggas, or I went to school with their family members, or their best friends. So don't be surprised if you may see me out there with some big time niggas. And trust me, it's not because I'm on their dick. It's because I know niggas in the circle that can vouch for me. You know what I mean? That can tell you I'm 100. So.
Okay, so transitioning from LA to San Antonio, what's the difference in the music?
Like I said, man, just bigger sharks. You know, I don't really feel like there's one nigga in San Antonio that can hop on a track with me and murder me. It's always gonna be the other way around. Why? Because I put in the groundwork and I'm a real rapper. Like, I'm not out here trying to sound like all these mumble rappers and shit. I mean, I can't do that sound because that's what people like, and you gotta cater to your fans. But deep down, I come from battle rap. So if niggas talking about bar for bar for bar, come on, bro. You already know I'm the king of that, man. And if niggas feel different, bro, call me, man. We could go to the studio and I'll let you pick the track you want me to murder you on. That's just facts, you know what I'm saying? I walk it like I talk it for real, believe me.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. Okay, so how long you been rapping, bro?
I've been rapping since I was 12. I've been making beats for about 4 years now. And I just started engineering about 1.5 years ago. So I'm doing all of those 3 at the age of 26, and I'm doing them pretty well. I mean, if you listen to my last 2 tapes or my last 3, especially the ones that I just dropped this year in January, February, you'll see, man, like this shit is no joke. It's for real.
Okay, and when they were playing your shit in the clubs and on the radio, how old were you then?
I was a teenager, man. I probably was like 18, 19. I mean, it's
Shit,
all documented. It's
Yeah.
nothing. I'm not just speaking out of my ass. You could literally Google my name, YouTube my first rap name, bro, and it all comes up. You know what I mean? The views and the comments will not lie. You know what I mean? And this shit is documented.
Okay. How's the feeling, you know, hearing yourself on the radio and the
When
clubs,
I was young,
you know,
in the
'cause
clubs,
at a young age, you already know, like,
yeah.
you already know, like.
I mean, I always knew it would happen, so it was like, it was shocking, but it was like, I felt like it was supposed to happen, so it was like, it was a good feeling, and honestly, it humbled me, you know what I mean? It made me realize that hard work doesn't go unnoticed. If you really want it, you're gonna get it.
The hoes are showing you love too?
I feel like the hoes always show me love, man, and it's not, I don't even like to call women hoes, but you know, the hoes know they hoes, so. You know, shout out to the real women that fuck with me first off. Shout out to the bitches that fuck with me first off, and shout out to the hoes that fuck with me. But I got love
And the
for all
cougars
y'all.
too.
And the cougars too. You know, older women love the kid, man. It's no secret. You know, I already know what it is. But that's a whole nother story, man. You feel me? Let's keep it on the music, cause like,
Alright.
we could go so far off.
All right. So you've been making music for a while, you know. You're doing engineering. You're working on engineering. You're trying to get real versatile with the business.
Definitely.
Okay. So looking back at, you know, when you first started rapping, you know, how did the music business change?
I just felt like rap got dumbed down a little bit. You know, people started to not care about what niggas are saying. Like a nigga could be on the track mumbling like I'm gay, I'm this and this and this. You know what I mean? I fuck with niggas, whoop de whoop. And a lot of niggas will still bump it because it sounds live to a live beat and it's an auto-tune and shit. Not even knowing a nigga going against your own morals. So I feel like that's the biggest difference from music. But you know, there's always been trash music. There's always been good music. It just depends on who you listen to. But that's the biggest difference. I feel like the generation, the millennials is like, you know, they not caring about what's really being said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy about that? I just had a conversation recently with a white cop. Don't ask me how it happened or why it was happening. You know, I don't fuck with cops, but it just happened. So
Okay, yeah,
the cop was even telling me, he's like, I don't think people really understand what black music does for the nation. You know, once upon a time, blacks were speaking about uplifting each other and being the best they could be and, you know, doing the right thing and loving their women, and America was great. But now that niggas is rapping about killing each other and this and this and this and smoking dope and Xanax and shit, look at America now. And that really hit me, like, that's why I don't really rap about murdering niggas and doing all this other shit, because it's not that I'm not about it. It's just that I wanna push for bigger and better things. You know, that's why I rap about player shit, like fucking bitches, getting money, having swag. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a real nigga is gonna relate to that more than niggas out here acting like they trapping and shit, bro. When really you ain't even from a hood. Like, you just claim to be doing this and this, but what's your street name? You know what I mean? Niggas know I'm from Rigsby Ave. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know this shit. Nigga, you know me. You went to school with me. But I don't have to portray to be something that I really don't want to be or care to be. I don't need to sell dope to fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say, hey, you want to smoke to fuck a bitch. You feel me? So.
Yeah, the music is getting real influential on people nowadays, but it's always been like that. You feel me? It's always
exactly.
been like that.
It's always been whack. It's always been trash. It just depends on who you are and what influences you.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? I feel like rapping, or not just rap, but music period, is the theme music of life. So a trash nigga is your theme music. That says a lot about you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, and you know, the rap game is saturated with a whole lot of you know, people talking about killings, you know, drugs and all that shit.
Yeah.
Back then it wasn't like that, like you said.
Right.
So what kind of music would you say you make?
I just feel like I make player shit, man. I like, you know, to be raw. I like getting money. I like having swag, dressing nice, fucking bad bitches. So that's what my music is gonna be about. Not saying I don't smoke, because I love trees. You know, I lived in LA for many years. That's my second home. So that really is where I you know, started smoking. But I don't have to rap about trapping and shit, bro, and the shit. I mean, I've sold drugs and shit like that, but what does it have to do with my music? Like, why do I have to rap about that for a nigga to relate to me? A real nigga should never have to hear another nigga, what another nigga's done to relate. Just know, if it's real, you gonna feel it. And niggas fuck with me, bitches fuck with me. You know what I mean? So if the bitches fuck with me, niggas is gonna have to fuck with me, because bitches is gonna come to my show and you're gonna wanna fuck them, bro. So.
Okay. All right, so have you done any shows recently?
I haven't done any shows this year. It is early March, and I know I'm late, but I'm about to start performing everywhere, and you're gonna hear my name a lot this year. I got so many things happening. It's just a beautiful time to be me. So I'm happy. I'm happy because I had to go through a lot of shit to get to where I am now. From where I was then to now, I had to go through so much shit that could have broke me. Y'all don't even know. Y'all would never understand unless you went through it yourself. And you know, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, but I'm here now and I'm better than ever. So you niggas should really be scared and be afraid because I'm about to really shit on you. And I'm gonna let you know I'm shitting on you.
That's a fact. All right, and you know, you went through a couple name changes in the past. Yeah. What was the process of that? Like, when did you finally say, all right, I'm gonna go with 3Z? You know, you went with Young B3 at first?
I wanted to find a name that was short but dynamic, and I felt like 3Z, even though it may sound simple, but the way I spell it is 3XXZY, and the 3 comes from, you know, a lot of things, but I always tell people good things come in threes, death come in threes. So, you know what I mean, the XX just amplifies that because, you know, when you wear a shirt, the more X's, the bigger it is. So this shit is real dynamic out here, man, and it's still short and sweet though. You know what I mean? It's real brief, but it's business like. So that's really how I got there. But it all stemmed from B3 to Hard Thought to Young B3 to 3Z.
Okay, speaking of the shirt, man, what's the gear? What's that gear you got on?
This is my shit, man. This is the Riggs Behave, you know, Careless Gang clothing, man. It's the first of many pieces, but this is really exclusively for me. If you're not from Rigsby Avenue or you never lived there, I don't expect you to want to buy this because really you repping some shit that you never lived. But I do have my own clothing line, and y'all will see it in my music videos. It's real fresh. It's for everybody. Shit is designer. You know what I mean? I'm a designer, my nigga. I'm a young Kanye type nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, Pharrell type nigga, you feel me? So I'm gonna have you niggas fresh, and it's not gonna be cheap. It ain't no discounts. It ain't none of that. It ain't nothing you can find at the flea market, you feel me?
All right, you've been repping CWC for the longest. You started it?
I started it, man. That's my shit. It started off with a few homies, you know what I mean, when I moved back from LA in 2010, after doing school out there. But you know, what's crazy about it, you know, it's only a couple people from the original members that are still in it. And not to say that I don't fuck with everybody that's not in it no more, but it's like I only kept the people that I knew had the same dream. Your career and whatever you're trying to do is never gonna last if the niggas around you ain't got the same dream. You know what I mean? And they ain't gotta be rappers too, but they gotta be in the same lane and have the same drive as you. And I felt like, you know, people was talking all this and this, but they didn't really want it as bad as me, so I had to let those people slide, you feel me?
That's a fact, man. Yeah, I think the same way when it comes to, you know, trying to make moves. You gotta surround yourself by people that want to say that that's as hungry as you.
Exactly, bro, because they just gonna pull you down.
Or just talk about the shit.
Right. I'm not a talking ass nigga, man. You see, I bring shit to life, you know what I mean? I bring the shit to life. You could Google me, you feel me?
Okay, so, you know, let's go back to the music, man. Who were some of the people, you know, that were mentioned with your name back then?
I feel like there was only a couple, maybe. Of course, AJ Hearns was doing his thing, you know. The singer Cat, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all ever heard of him, but that was the bro. We collabed, and maybe Kyle Lee, but you know, I mean, I feel like as far as what I was doing, nobody was mentioned with me, and that's why niggas can't say nothing bad about me, because y'all niggas knew and still know that I have the potential to be bigger than not only being #1, but bigger than a #1 type nigga. You feel me? So that's why I feel like niggas better run, man. If y'all not ready to really rap out here, you know, that Fugazi shit is gonna slide eventually. Believe me, I'm taking all you niggas out.
All right. I don't know if I asked this before, but when you left the city, did you feel like, and you came back, was the vibe different?
Yeah, I just felt like niggas was caught up on some Fugazi shit, bro. Like when I was doing my shit out here when I was younger, before I left to LA, I felt like niggas, it was a stronger music movement. Like niggas was actually, you know, pushing for a reason. Now I feel like niggas is pushing some shit that's just, you know, smoke and mirrors. Like your music doesn't stand for shit. It doesn't mean shit. Your beats are better than your actual raps. So really the producer of your shit is the star of your whole career, and that's never been me. Like, I've always made a beat that was okay better because of what I said on it, the swag that I put on it, you know. If you know me personally, you know I drip this shit, bro. It's nothing like, I don't need a hot producer to make hot songs. But being as I am my own producer, and I am a hot producer, and I produce for other niggas now, and it took years to get here, that, you know, y'all niggas is really finna realize how great I really am and the rarity of my situation.
All right. So what made you come back to the city? Because, you know, people think of LA, you know.
Yeah,
you made it,
of course,
you know.
yeah, exactly.
You never want to leave.
Honestly,
you know?
bro, you know, LA is a great city and I love it, but it's nothing like home. You know what I mean? If I was from LA, I might feel different, but I'm a born and raised, bred San Antonio nigga. I was born on W.W. White in South Cross, on the southeast. I was born there. There used to be a hospital. It's no longer there. It was called Southeast Baptist. That's why I rep the southeast so much, because literally, nigga, I can vouch for myself, fam. Like, I'm really from here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to hold it down for San Antonio, but also take us around the world, which
right.
I will, which I'm doing. You know, just pay attention to me this year, bro. You're gonna see a lot of special shit happening for me. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx nothing, but just know I'm going to the top, bro. I'm about to live my dreams.
Nah, facts. You gotta keep that positive mentality to keep going.
Definitely.
All right. So now talk about living on the southeast. Talk about growing up.
Growing up was crazy, man. I mean, the southeast is a whole nother world in itself. You know, living Rigsby to Delcrest to growing up in the Denver Heights, you know what I'm saying, which is like a whole city in itself. All you gotta do is watch the news, you know what I mean, and you'll hear my street, you know, frequently, murders, prostitutes, drugs. But, you know, that's in every city. You got that one part of town, that one street that just niggas know is popping. You know, you don't want to go there if you're not from there. You don't want to hang out there if you don't know niggas there. That's the part of town I'm from in my city, and it is dangerous. You know what I mean? You could lose your life. You know what I mean? It's facts.
Okay. All right. How were you in school? You know, did you play sports?
Yeah, I play basketball, man. I'm a hooper still. You know what I mean? I don't really get to go to the gym as much as I used to, but yeah, I play sports. You know, I play for Brackenridge, not too far. We are downtown San Antonio. My school's right here. And then I also went to Highlands, too. Shout out to all the Highland niggas that fuck with me. You know, we set records at that school, too, my freshman, sophomore year. So, I mean, niggas want to see me on the court, let me know, man. I'm still like Kyrie with the shit. You feel me?
Yeah, okay. So, how would you describe the music scene in the city? Did I ask that already? I don't think so.
I don't think you asked that, but
yeah.
I would describe it right now as it's real positive. And I say that in a good and bad way, but let me tell you the good way. I feel like it's positive because niggas are supporting each other a lot, and you know, people are starting to really open their eyes to how good San Antonio artists really are. Why I say that's a bad thing as well, because a lot of these niggas don't really want to be number one anymore. These niggas want to be each other's homies and like, bro, let's click up and let's.
Yeah. But
what happened to niggas that wanted to be Kobe? I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed. I'm not out here saying, oh, I want to collab with you, bro. I want to do this. Even though we could collab, I want you to know that I'm better than you, nigga. A lot of these niggas are scared to say that because they don't really rap. And it goes back to what I was saying. A lot of you niggas don't have bars. You're not real rappers. Your verses sound like Young Thugs or Lil Yachty's or fucking Lil Uzi's, just mixed up in a different way. Yeah. But where's the original niggas at, man? I feel like I'm one of the last niggas to be original, have my own sound, rap about my own shit, and have my own vibe. And that's why I'm glad I'm my own producer, because nobody can create your vibe like you. You know what I mean? Nobody can create your theme song to your life like you. But if you let another nigga control that aspect of your career, you gonna die along with that nigga. So, you know, that's why I feel like the music scene is lacking right now. It's a lot of beta males. I'm an alpha male. I don't see other niggas in my lane. I'm letting you niggas know I'm the best. Bar for bar, I've always been the best. I feel like I'm the greatest of all time from this city. If a nigga could come prove me wrong, call me, bro. Email me. Email me the song you want me to murder you on, and I'll invite you to my studio and do it in front of you. And then you can bring your bitch, and I'll take her. You feel me? That's just the fact of it all.
All right. So, what I realize is, like, it's a lot of people, you know, riding that new wave, you know.
Yeah.
The Hood Rich Pablo Juan flow.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I told you your shit is different. You know, you're actually going for, you know, like when I think of your music, I'm thinking of Drake, you know. Yeah. Songs, you know, shit you can listen to on the radio.
Right, timeless shit.
You know? Yeah,
and
exactly.
I appreciate that shit, man, and that's really what I'm going for. I want my music to be timeless. A lot of these niggas may have a sound that's hot right now, but I'm a nigga that's gonna live forever. And that's why you'll never be in the same sentence as me. You'll never be in the same league as me. And these bitches will always put me on a pedestal compared to you because they know my potential is greater. And that's just a fact. I'm spitting all facts right now. This is nothing that I'm just making up. It's all facts.
Yeah. Okay, you got 2 projects out right now, Missions 1 and Missions 2.
Mission 1, Mission 2, I got Enjoy out. You know what I mean? That's the name of the mixtape. It's Enjoy, because when you listen to this shit, you're literally gonna enjoy the whole thing. I got punchlines on every track, and it's just wild. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So decode. Why'd you name your projects Missions?
Well, seeing as I'm from San Antonio and we're known for having the missions, which you don't know the story about missions, but like the Alamo is a mission. You know what I mean? But I flipped it and I made it into like a mission, like Mission Impossible. So I named it Mission 1, Mission 2, and Mission 3 will be out later this year, and that's gonna be my craziest project of all, I feel like. So I'm excited for that because I feel like when that drops, nobody else ever in music in San Antonio will be mentioned with me, and I'm excited for that. And this year, I'm making it known that no nigga will ever touch me in San Antonio. And if in the future, the only nigga that may ever come for me is maybe my son, my future son. You know, if that nigga wants to do music. But for right now, I'm the greatest of all time. And like I said, if a nigga got something to prove, call me, bro. All these rapper niggas know me. So it's nothing for you to get to me and give me your feedback on what I'm saying right now. And I'm ready for it.
All right. So would you say you're not looking to work with any artists out right now?
No. I want to work with everyone.
Yeah.
I want to work with everyone, but I'm not one of those niggas that's like, that'll put more emphasis on that than emphasis on my own career. Like, I'm already an artist by myself. I'm already a motherfucking entity by myself. I'm already a mastermind by myself. I don't need to collab to make a hot track. A lot of you niggas, it'll take a whole group of you niggas to make one hot track. But what I'm saying is, and let me make this clear, why I say I'm the greatest of all time from my city and one of the best in Texas right now. Because if you put me by myself in the studio, the same studio that they would put you in by yourself, I'd come out with hotter music every time. Why? Because I'm my own rapper, my songwriter, my own producer, and my own engineer. A lot of you niggas just rap. So how could you ever compete with a nigga like me? You know what I mean? Yeah. Niggas like Kanye will outlive niggas like Jay-Z. Niggas like Pharrell will outlive the niggas that he's produced for. Why? Because he's the mastermind behind their whole sound. I'm the mastermind behind everything. You know what I mean? Even my clothing line, I design it all myself and bring it to life myself. I invest in it myself. The money comes out of my pocket. And, you know, that's why I feel like I'm the greatest of all time. And until a nigga can prove me wrong on a song, fuck out of here with that shit, man. You niggas is fugazi.
All right, so who's some of the artists, you know, industry or local that you would want to work with?
Local? The only nigga right now I really want to get a song with, bro, is my nigga Famous. Cause he was one of my inspirations growing up. Lil Ken, you know, he was signed to Chamillionaire, which is another one of my my favorite rappers. But you know, that's the only nigga I really want a song with, I can say right now. But I mean, I would collab with anybody who's doing something that got a nice sound. If I like the track, I'll get on it whether you're known or you're not. If I like the song, I will help you get known. Or, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those niggas like, oh, you gotta be popping for me to work with you. Because the artists that y'all sleep on be the ones that really go to the top. Like, think about Drake. Who was Drake before you ever heard of him? Think about Lil Wayne. Well, Lil Wayne's always been famous. That's a bad analogy. Think about Kanye. Who was Kanye before you heard of him? He was a local nigga. And niggas probably doubted him. Niggas probably doubted Drake. Niggas probably doubted motherfucking 2 Chainz. They probably say you's too old. The game don't care about you no more. And he came back and he's shown why he's a legend. So I'm one of those niggas, man. Like, you can't sleep on me because I really do this. So honestly, it's better if you sleep on me. You gonna feel my fire a little bit more.
All right. So you got a couple of visuals out right now.
Yeah.
You just dropped your first visual of 2018, which was the Do You video.
Right.
And the thing about that video is, you know, you went all out on that one.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a lot of people that, you know, they'll pay for the video and then that's it. They won't do
the Ferraris and Porsches
extra,
and the hotels and shit.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like that's what you got to do, man. I've done so many videos in San Antonio. I feel like I've shot everywhere that's popping. I feel like I performed at every club that's popping that niggas know of. And where has it got me? I'm still not signed. I'm still not, you know, where I want to be. So now I got to do the extras. I got to be extra. Everything I do this year is going to be extra. Like, this interview's extra. I'm spazzing out, but it's for a reason. I want you niggas to be offended. I want, if you a real artist, you should be like, man, what is this nigga talking about? I'm the best. come prove it to me. You know what I mean? Don't just say it to your clique. Come prove it to me, because I'm gonna be famous. You know what I mean? So that's just the bottom line of it all.
All right, so back to your clothing line.
Right.
It dropped. It dropped, or
my shit is in the works. It has not officially dropped. I'm one of the only people wearing it right now. You know, the homies is investing in it too. They getting they gear, but I don't really want to drop it until later on this year, because I want to build my brand before I actually put it fully out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put it out and people like, well, what the fuck is this? We didn't even know about this. You know what I mean? So I want you to see it in my music videos, see how I rock it, because I am a stylist. I was best dressed in school. I want you to see how I put the shit together, so that you can be like, oh, that shit is fresh. I like how that nigga wears it. I want to mimic, but put it in my own way, how you wear my shit. So I haven't officially dropped it yet, no.
It's gonna be strictly Rigsby Avenue, or you?
No.
You
This is my shit only.
Okay. You don't have to spoil your business plan.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil the business plans, but just know I have some designer shit on the way. If you watch my new video about to drop, which is my song called Beach Hose off Mission 2, you'll see, like, this shit is crazy. Like, it's designer shit.
Okay. All right. So, who were when did you first start taking rap serious?
I started taking rap really serious when I moved to LA out of high school when I was 17. And when I say LA, I mean like the trenches, like South Central LA. Because I thought like I was really, really dope, like really, really dope. But then I get to LA and I'm like, these niggas are dope too. So these niggas in San Antonio is late. Even though I'm better than most and probably all of them, I'm still kind of mediocre in the grand scheme of things. Like, I need to upgrade my own like mind and, you know, expand, you know, the way I'm thinking and my thought process when I go in the studio, because these niggas are dope too. So when I got there, I got with, you know, the clique. It was called the Rich Kids, and it consisted of my homie J.O. and my nigga Doc, rest in peace, my nigga Dorian, he got murdered. But those niggas were nice on the mic too, and I was like, bro, really, they really believe in me enough to say, hey, we're gonna take you to the studio with us, but you gotta come with it. And even though I came with it, it was like, it was beautiful to me to see that, you know, I wasn't the only good person around, you know what I mean? And I'm in a city like LA where, you know, niggas like YG and them was already popping. And I'm like, damn, I'm behind. Like, I need to get on this shit, like, seriously. And I need to go hard, like, hard. So I started putting shit out on MySpace. It caught a buzz down here because I had, you know, I was promoting it heavy, and people really was like, damn, this nigga Brandon up in LA killing shit. You know what I mean? But that's about the time, I would say 2010. And then I came back here, started dropping videos, and it just caught fire. You know, from my first video, Pop It for B3, to my song Scream, my first original track that I really ever put out, it got like 100,000 views. And that's when I knew I was a star, you know what I mean? When people started requesting me on the radio, and I'm literally driving home from work as a teenager, hearing people request me on the radio. And I'm just like, I'm about to live my dreams, but you know, I'm still chasing it right now, and I'm catching up. I'm catching my dreams.
Yeah. What was your family's reaction when they found out you on the radio? Yeah.
They was excited, man. My mom is my biggest supporter. She supports anything I do, and she's probably more excited than me about it. She was screaming and shit when she heard the first time I got requested, cause she couldn't believe it. You know, when you come from Rigsby Ave and you tell niggas I'm a rap, I'm gonna be on the radio and shit. A lot of niggas, man, they local jokers, man, and you can't really believe them.
Yeah.
But it takes it actually happening to be like, wow, like
this nigga's really doing it.
People are really recognizing you. People really want to hear you. So that was the best thing about it.
All right. Would you say your music is influenced by some of the West Coast?
Definitely, man. You hear West Coast in a lot of my rap styles, a lot of my records. You know, have that tempo, that mustard type tempo. But it's because that's a part of me, you know. LA has a lot to do with who I am. I lived there for like 6 out of the last 8 years. So, and then that's not the only times I lived there. I'm just saying, like, I spent a lot of time there. I have a lot of friends there. I have some bros that's really family. I have actual family there, but you know, LA is definitely in me. It's always gonna be in me, and you're gonna see me collab with a lot of California artists when I get on, because I really fuck with LA. I really be in LA. You know what I mean? Like I was just there 2 weeks ago, man. Hopped off the flight. An hour or 2 hours later, I'm with the bros already lighting up a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Just You know what I mean? Just like I was already there the whole time.
When you hit the studio and you trying to make that banger, what's some of your studio essentials? What do you bring to the studio?
All I really bring is maybe a Big Red. You know, I love Big Red. Or you know, Dr. Pepper. My phone charger. And that's probably it, man. I'm already lit probably, so if I ain't got a drink on my blunt, you know, I'm preparing to light up. That's really it. That's all I need, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm my own producer, I'm my own engineer, I'm my own songwriter, so all it takes is me and some weed and a drink. That's it.
All right, so how do you get your mentality straight? Like, all right, it's time to work, you know, time to make this song.
Every song is different. It could be a love song, it could be a street song, but like I said, man, I'm always making player shit. No matter what song I'm doing in the studio, it always roots back to some player ass shit, you know what I mean? So it just comes natural. I'm a real life Mac, you feel me? It's nothing that I gotta fake. I ain't gotta act like I'm a Mac. Like, I really do this shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's more than you know. It's nothing I can really explain to a camera. It's like, it's my whole vibe, you feel me? You put a bitch around me, she gonna end up falling in love with me, you know? And that's nothing I gotta brag about, but it is what it is.
Okay. And you write all your music?
Everything, every bar, everything comes from my mind. I would say that I do get inspired by my little brother. My little brother David is this nigga is a fucking genius when it comes to punchlines. So I ain't gonna lie, I have used a couple of his punchlines in my rap, but never have I used another nigga's whole verse or whole 4 bars or like whole hook or some shit. Like, nah. Like, I feel like every great artist is inspired by other people around them as well. And I'm not gonna front and lie about it, but I don't have any ghostwriters or nothing, nah.
All right, so CWC, that's the label, right?
Yeah, Careless with Cash, the Empire.
All right, are you looking to, you know, add anybody in the group, anybody in the clique? Can anybody join? What's up?
Anybody can't join unless you're vouched for by, you know, not just me, but my whole camp has to be in love with you. If one of them don't love you, I can't love you. And it's all, you know, it's business, but at the same time, it's a family. You know, Careless with Cash is a family. We like you know, we roll like the mob. When you see us, we deep. And if you don't see us, if you don't see one, you know what I mean, you probably won't see any of us. You know what I mean? If you don't see us all, you won't see any of us. It's like, we all gotta love you. And we all gotta believe in you for all of us to really be a part of you and build you. So that artist would have to show me, first off, whether it's a male or female, that they really are serious and they can do it on their own. Just like I'm telling you, I'm my own writer, producer, and engineer. That artist has to show me, well, you can go to the studio and create a whole album by yourself. That's the type of person I'm looking for, but they are so hard to find. Niggas like me are so hard to find. That's why we get the big check when we actually do get signed. You know, niggas like Kanye, Jay-Z was waiting for Kanye. He didn't know where he would find him, but he was waiting for Kanye. And when he got Kanye, you see Kanye and Jay-Z made some of the greatest songs you'll ever hear. And that's what's gonna happen with me. The artist that's gonna find me, or the label, is gonna believe in me so much that they're gonna brand me just like I'm them, so that I'm able to maximize my potential musically and create the best records of our time. You know what I mean? That's really the ultimate goal of this all. Is my goal is to make the best records that you're gonna hear in your lifetime. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm chasing. I'm chasing musical excellence.
All right. How would you describe the San Antonio music scene? And when I say that, I mean like you know how other cities have a spotlight? How would you say San Antonio is? Like, are we getting that spotlight, or we're just slowly getting there? Like, what would you say? Or we're just like looked over, like they say San Antonio, and just
yeah. I feel like we're looked over. You know what I mean? We're looked over because the niggas that actually put money into their shit, like you said, a lot of niggas will pay for a video, but they won't pay for the cars, they won't pay for the rooms, they won't pay for the bitches, they won't pay for the spots. The niggas that actually are doing that most of the time are whack as fuck, but they got money, and that's just how it is in San Antonio. I don't know why, but that's how it is. You know, I wish San Antonio had, you know, more of a drive with our artists, you know what I mean, to actually be the best that we can be, not just settle for half-ass because that's what we think is gonna make us pop. We need to do the extra shit. We need to be the city in Texas doing the extras so that we could get on, because we're so far behind Houston, Dallas, and even Austin that we need to do the extras. And that's why you'll see me this year. Like you said, my first video, nigga, I had Ferrari, Porsche. Nigga, I shot up. Nigga, look at the hotel. This is the hotel that I actually used. You know what I'm saying? It's the tallest hotel in downtown. I used that for my last fucking video. So it's like, I'm doing the extras, man. And the video I'm about to drop, Beach Hoes. You know, I flew to LA, shot it in Hollywood. You know, shot in downtown LA, and I also brought the camera back here and shot it to my nigga Cash and shot it in the club in what was it, Chasers? Got VIP. You know, I had like 5 racks in my hand, you know what I'm saying, just counting up. Because I've learned to make it, you gotta do the extras. You can't just be like everybody else. And I'm glad I learned it at a young age, because I'm not old, but I'm not young and dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I know exactly what I need to do, and I'm really, you know, I'm loaded, man. I'm ready to motherfuckers just start popping off of everything, you feel me? So that's just what it is.
All right, so any future projects you got coming out?
I got, like I said, man, I got Missions 3. That's gonna be my next major project. I'm not dropping any albums till I got that major budget, because I want to work with the biggest producers. I don't want to produce my whole album myself. I dreamed of working with niggas like Kanye and Pharrell and Timberland on my first debut album, and that's what I'm gonna accomplish. I'm not gonna settle. But I will continue to produce my own mixtapes until that happens. So I got Missions 3, and you know, who knows? I'm dropping singles all year. I'm dropping nothing but bangers. I got so much music coming out. I'm killing every nigga beats that's on the radio. Listen and enjoy, man. I killed everything. You know what I mean? I even sampled Drake, Lust for Life, made a hit, another hit. You feel me? So it's beautiful out here.
All right. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, man, I see myself in motherfucking Hollywood Hills, nigga, in my motherfucking jacuzzi with the next Rihanna. Nigga naked, had that bitch naked, pouring champagne on her, cause that's where I'm going. You feel me? That's what, like, if you listen to my music, I'm already talking about what I'm doing in the future. Yeah. So, you know, you just gotta, like Drake was talking about the life he's living before he even was famous, and it just came into existence. And I feel like you gotta speak everything into existence. And you know, all I talk about is that lifestyle, man, that I'm gonna live. And you know, if you doubt me, if you don't believe in me, man, I just feel sorry for you, because I'm not the nigga to doubt. I'm already a proven artist. In San Antonio, it's only a few niggas that ever went viral, that ever had 1 million views before they was old enough to drink. I'm one of those niggas. I'm a legend. You know what I mean? I'm a living legend. You feel me? I was fucking bad bitches when I was a motherfucker in high school, and these bitches was older, like already out of college and shit, because I was such a fly nigga and already doing it on a major scale, you feel me, in my city. So, you know, I'm gonna let the music speak. I'm gonna let what I'm doing speak. I'm not even gonna say too much more about it, but just know I'm coming. And nobody can stop this.
All right. Did you regret the move? You know, when you came back, did you?
Nah,
just
I don't regret.
Like,
I don't regret anything, man. I don't regret anything. I've worked with legendary artists and producers. You know, I got songs with niggas that and girls that got record deals, had record deals. So I don't regret any move I've ever made. It's all led up to what I'm doing right now, and it's beautiful. You know what I mean? I had to go through so much shit to get to where I'm at, and it taught me so much, and all the experience that I gained will make me an unbreakable force. And what I mean by that is, so many, like, you could be an artist that you get famous and you go to the top of the world when you're young, when you were 18, 19, or even 17, and you get to this you know, you're signed and you get to this platform. But where are you when you're 27? Where are you when you're 30? You're back in the hood like you never was there. I'm not gonna be one of them people. I'm gonna be one of them people where my life is steady like this, and even as I get older, I'm steady going up. And that's the beautiful part about it. I'd rather have it like that than me, you know, when I was here in San Antonio, you know, 18, 19 on the radio or whatever, then I would have got famous then, but who knows where I would have been? Who knows if I was even ready then? I may have been hot, but who knows if I was really ready for what was to come? But I'm ready now, and I'm even ready for, you know, to live this shit forever. I'm gonna live this shit forever, and when I get it, just know it's gonna last forever, and that's the best part about it. I thank God every day for making me who I am, because you had to live it to understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. So my last question is, man, how can people contact you on social media?
Usually, man, you can follow me on Instagram, 3xxzy, Twitter, SE3xxzy, my SoundCloud, search me, 3xxzy, or just type in SoundCloud /Careless Gang Empire, all spelled correctly. YouTube me, just type in 3Z. You can even go check out my old shit. B3 the Heartthrob, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, on Facebook, you know, I don't really be on Facebook like that, and if I am, I'm just posting music, but you can find me under my government name, which is Brandon Randall, or you could type in 3Z and B3 and all that shit, and I'm pretty sure my music will come up. But yeah, man, just get at me. Snapchat B3 Make Her Wet. Snap me that pussy or don't snap me at all, bitch. Real shit. On me.